Good morning and welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this is your reading for July 7th, Friday, July 7th, 2023. The moon has crossed over Saturn. We had some serious healing happening. I know it. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me all about it. And the moon has crossed over Saturn, is now in Pisces. So we've gone from Aquarius to Pisces. On the other side of Saturn, we've picked up some maturing, some emotional maturing. Okay, well, maybe there's a dream that has brought something through. Maybe there's some anxiety that's coming up to heal with the Nine of Swords. Mars and Gemini is just overthinking, a lot of energy going into thinking. Yeah, so if there is anxiety coming up, what I like to do is to ask, and here we have the Five of Swords again. We had that yesterday. Okay. Anxiety about arguments. So if you're having someone in your life arguing with you all the time, that can cause problems because I know this energy. It's like, why keeps coming up is what I just heard. Why? Why are they doing this? Why are they saying that? Why are they bugging me? Why can't I go to sleep? What is going on? All of those. So we're working through this mental confusion. We're working through trauma, is what I just heard. We're working through depression. Did you guys? I have to say it over and over again because most people don't understand that depression is a part of our healing, and it's because our bodies our physical material matter move much slower than our we have to process our trauma through our bodies, and then as we're doing that, everything slows down. So we can clear out, mentally, and passion can come through quickly, but when it comes to, trauma processing through our body, I've worked with enough people to know that anyone going through abuse, usually, and I have to be careful with the words I use, but there's often nausea that comes up when they're processing, and shame when they didn't do anything wrong. But there's, there these feelings that come up, and it's very surprising, like, why am I feeling this? First, it takes a lot just to understand what the heck you're feeling, right? And then once you do, and you own it and go, okay, well, so this is interesting. I allowed for reversals, no reversals. This is a major turning point. So anyway, once you own the feelings, then you can process them through. So first step is to not be afraid to feel anything. And if it's anxiety, go into the anxiety, breathe in, ask your body will never lie. Your body will never lie. You can truly trust your body. So if you're having trouble, just go into meditation. It's not just, it's work. If we go into meditation in our bodies and ask our bodies what's going on, when we have trouble in our bodies, if we ask our body what's going on, it will also help us heal our souls, because our bodies and souls are one. There's no difference between the body and the soul. And then we have our higher selves that's been with us for all these lifetimes, and then we have our divine core inside, the deepest recessions of every cell in our bodies. So anyway, to make this more simple, if we go into the anxiety and ask for, what am I afraid of? What's the fear? And you'll find that you can really work through your deepest inner conflict with this Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords, I have to talk a little bit more about duality than I did yesterday. So it's our card for our deepest inner conflict that is steeped in duality. And if we can work through our dualities, then we're a person that is walking around with some unified inner being. Our unified consciousness is coming through. So the dualistic either or tendencies are coming from either good or bad. Either we're right or wrong. Either we're in pleasure or pain. Either we're winning or losing. And it's life or death. It's happiness or unhappiness. So the way to heal it is to accept that on Earth, now not, in the spheres that you really, live at home, not in your spiritual spheres, but on this dualistic plane, this earthly duality, we have to accept that it's both. It's not either or. It's and. It's good and bad. There are good and bad parts of life. There are right and wrong things that happen. There is pleasure and pain. There is winning and losing. There is life and death. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're unhappy. It's both. And you just watch little kids, like they can flip it on a dime, stop crying and just be like, oh, and smiling and happy again and giggling. So the way to heal is to just be with it all. Just be with it all and don't defend against any of it. See, there's a lot of defense here in this card with the Five of Swords. I mean, you can see, it's like this guy has all the swords, but they're walking away. And it's like, in my other deck, that Moody Tarot, it says, you're a dick, Gary, because he's got all the swords and they're walking away. And so, you can have all your swords, all your toys, all your whatever, but you're not going to have friends that way, right? So there are lessons with that card, tremendously. And with Venus in Aquarius up here, it just may very well be that unity comes from objectively, with Aquarian energy, objectively letting go, right? So yeah. So maybe it's just that something came through dream time, even though you couldn't sleep. Like I had that over with the full moon. I had a night of no nightmares or anything like that, but just like all night long, knowing that I was dreaming, and my dreams kept waking me up. They weren't bad, but it's like, okay, yeah, I know I'm dreaming, and it might have been just because it was a little too warm too. I didn't put the air conditioner very low. I just left it and had the fan up, and I think that might have whacked me out a little bit. So it could just be this morning having a little bit of a restless night, and it doesn't have anything to do with anxiety or fear. Other things that the Nine of Swords can be, besides healing trauma and feeling depressed, but if you can accept that depression is a natural part of our healing process, then you can be okay with it. It's just like, yeah, it was just a bad night and I'll be fine. I'll take a nap later, or I'll be fine. I'll sleep good tonight. Right? Just shift it. And yeah, but if you're having a constant, if there's some constant insomnia going on, then that's a deeper soul issue to work through. That's definitely one of the things I love helping people with. Other things with the Nine of Swords can be feeling like a failure because somebody else won and you really wanted to win. Well, we can be winners and losers, and we'll still be loved and still be happy and still be whole. We do not need to get into that winner versus loser mindset, because it's a trap, right? Because this card can be traps. So to the Wheel of Fortune, this is our card, and it came through upright. It's our card of making a turn, turning your own wheel, exercising your free will. It's the best card in the deck. I absolutely, well, not the best, but I love them all, but especially this is turning, creating your own fortune, creating your own karma, creating your own fate, right? And when it's upright, it leads to happiness. So, bottom line, the cards are saying that don't worry if it's a bad night. Healing is happening. You're healing the dualistic pattern and you're going to move on. And we're here to heal duality. That's why we're here to heal all the little dualistic patterns within so that we can unify our inner beings with our human self, the divine and the human, and take that wisdom back home. That's why we're here, basically. Or another way of explaining why we're here. So, okay. Well, I think I'm done. Thanks, you guys. Bye.